Mortgage rates have been soaring in 2022. I'm going to share with you what rates are doing, what they're predicted to do this month and for the rest of this year. Are we finally about to catch a break in May? Stay tuned to find out.
If you find this content helpful, be sure to join my Patreon, where I'm offering more exclusive and bonus content on lifestyle and finance topics you already love, along with digital downloads, giveaways, live Q&A and coaching sessions, Discord access, patron shoutouts, and more. So whether you're a homebuyer honeybee and want more one-on-one help, a business owner or loan officer wanting knowledge for success, or you just want to get to know me in a more personal way, you won't want to miss all the great content I have. So go to www.patreon.com/Elaine to join. And the link will be in the description.
Hey honeybees, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, my name is Ciara and I do videos on finance and lifestyle. I'm a full-time mortgage loan officer and I've helped hundreds of people to buy homes and build wealth. So I take everything I know and I share it with you in hopes you will build wealth also. So I just wanted to do a quick video today giving you guys an update on the current market. Prices are soaring, rates are soaring, inflation is soaring. Everyone wants to know, will rates go down in May or this year? Mortgage rates are something that greatly impact what I do. It greatly impacts if people are going to buy or not. When COVID hit, rates went down and business was booming. But as rates went down, more and more people were starting to buy. Once more and more people bought, it made the inventory decrease. Now it increases competition and made the housing market slow down a ton. Now the Fed has caused the interest rates to go up, and that is decreasing the demand and the amount of people that are competing. It's supposed to level off the market. But there's been talk about rates going up. There's been talk about rates going down. What exactly are they going to do? So first, let's talk about what rates are going to do this week in May. This first week in May, what are rates projected to do? This week for mortgage rates. Before I get started and fill you in on all the tea, hit that subscribe button so if you're not already, you can join the Honeybee fam, get all the mortgage tea, all the lifestyle finance content. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. The investors are predicting that soaring inflation and multiple planned hikes from the Federal Reserve pushed mortgage rates to a decade high last week. Now the average 30-year fixed interest rate climbed higher yet again, going from 5% on April 14th to 5.11% on April 21st. The highest average since April of 2010. Crazy. According to investors, the majority of interest rate indicators are going to continue to point up. So overall for this week, prediction is that rates will continue to increase this week unless something crazy happens. COVID, the war, there's always something like that can come up which can cause more instability. But if nothing else happens, the prediction is that rates will go up this week. Now, in terms of what rates will do overall for May, this is what predictors are saying. With the pandemic's declining economic impact, inflation running at 40-year highs, and the Federal Reserve outlining an aggressive policy plan, interest rates could continue to trend upward. Other industry experts expect the 30-year mortgage rate to increase in May, though perhaps not as quickly as they have over the past month. And with the Fed signaling its rate increases well in advance, mortgage markets have likely already priced in the bulk of the impact. But of course, the war in Europe or a spike from, say, a new COVID variant could cause interest rates to drop from week to week. So basically, unless something crazy happens with the war or COVID, rates are probably going to continue to go up, just not as quickly as they have been. I'm going to share with you some very specific predictions that industry leaders have given to maybe give you more insight into why these predictions have come about, as well as to highlight some nuance. Not everyone thinks that rates are going to go up. There are people that are predicting that the rates are going to level out and just moderate. This is what the industry experts are saying. Nadia Evangelou, senior economist and director of forecasting at the National Association of Realtors, predicts that rates will rise. She says that the Federal Reserve will again raise its benchmark rate in May, with the unemployment rate near record lows and inflation the highest in 4 decades. The Federal Reserve may take a more aggressive rate hike this time, pushing up mortgage rates further. I expect the 30-year fixed mortgage rate to average 5.2% next month. As inflation will eventually start slowing down later this year, mortgage rates may not rise as fast as they do now. Thus, I expect the 30-year fixed rate mortgage rates to average about 5% in 2022. Daryl Fairweather, a chief economist at Redfin, predicts that rates will moderate. Mortgage rates have already gone up to reflect the Fed's unwinding of its mortgage portfolio and its plans to raise the federal funds rate. If rates go up more, it will be because inflation remains out of control. But if the Fed does get a hold of inflation, it's possible rates could go down moderately. We'll have to wait and see. Odetta Kushi, deputy chief economist at First American, predicts that rates will rise. She says that the 30-year fixed mortgage rate has increased sharply and swiftly over the past several months, and the expectation is that rates will continue to rise in May. The path to higher rates may be bumpy, but the message from the Fed is clear. Aggressive tightening is necessary to tame inflation. In addition to federal funds rate hikes, the Fed is expected to begin reducing its balance sheet as early as May, and eventually may consider sales of agency mortgage-backed securities, which will put direct upward pressure on mortgage rates. Ongoing geopolitical uncertainty may prompt swings in the mortgage rate on a daily or weekly basis, but the trend for mortgage rates is still to the upside. Ralph McLaughlin, chief economist at Cocoon, predicts that rates will rise. He says that recent signals from the Federal Reserve show that their main monetary concern is getting this historically high inflation under control. As American households continue to get hammered on rising costs seemingly everywhere, the markets expect the Fed to get more bullish. That means the Fed may very well ditch the usual incremental interest rate raises of 25 basis points and raise rates by 50 basis points in May. And if that doesn't do the trick, they will likely go another 50 basis points again in mid-June. So it looks like the experts are gauging if rates will go up or moderate based on how well the Fed can control inflation. If the Fed is able to get inflation under control, rates will, moderate out. If the Feds cannot get inflation under control, the rates will continue to increase until inflation does get under control. Okay, so it looks like rates will probably go up in May, but what's the forecast for the next 90 days? Okay, so experts are saying that aside from the uncertainty surrounding the war in Ukraine or a new COVID variant that causes a spike in cases, overall, all other major indicators point towards further mortgage growth. This means that in all likelihood, average interest rates will increase over the next 3 months. Mortgage rates have been volatile, so we could see some drops in there as well. Okay, so that's what it's supposed to do in the next 3 months. But what about mortgage rates predictions for the rest of 2022? So the National Association of Realtors and Fannie Mae sit at the low end of the group, estimating that the average 30-year fixed interest rate will settle at 3.5% or 4.6% by the end of Q2. The Mortgage Bankers Association and Freddie Mac had the highest predictions with forecasts of 4.7% and 4.8% respectively by the end of June. The overall average prediction is that they are going to average out at 4.48%. Just to give you an idea, that's less than what rates are right now, but it's definitely more than what rates were last year. So it looks like overall they're predicting that rates are going to go up this week, in the next few months, and by the end of 2022 they will be higher or seem to level out in the middle somewhere. Yeah, that is the mortgage rate update. What's going on in the mortgage market for this week, for May, the next few months, and the rest of 2022. I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you are one of those people who sees the rates going up, but you're still wanting to buy a house, I'm going to teach you my insider secrets on how to get the best interest rate even in this climate. I'm going to share with you my secrets, tricks, tips of the trade, and hacks on how you can still get the best mortgage rate possible. So make sure to click on the screen and click that video. Make sure to give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget forget to subscribe so you can be a part of the Honeybee fam. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell button so you can get notified of all future mortgage updates. I love you guys so much. I love you to the bank and back, and I will see you in my next video.